Sunlight fading on your skin, like it knew where we had been. Summer trembling in the dark, before the breaking of our hearts. We were dancing in the glow, didn't think we'd ever know how a perfect sky could start, hiding cracks inside the heart. We were fearless, we were young, singing songs unsung. In the golden hours before we fell apart, you were holding on my heart. Every laugh and every spark, lighting up the coming dark. We were timeless, we were free, everything we'd never be. Now I trace it in my mind, golden hours left behind. Your shadow stretching next to mine, like love would unrun time. We were written in the sand, dreaming we would always stand. But the sunset always knows how the story goes. In the golden hours before we fell apart, we were fire in the dark. Every promise felt so true, like the sky was painted blue. Now the colors slowly fade into choices that we made. Still I see you when I start, golden hours before we fell apart. If I could live one day again, before the distance settled in, I'd memorize your every breath, before love turned into regret. The sun went down without a sound, and silence was all we found. In the golden hours before we fell apart, we were closer than the stars. Every touch was like a flame, never thinking love could change. Though the daylight couldn't stay, and the warmth just slipped away, there's a place inside my heart where it's always golden. Evening falls, the sky turns blue, but the light still shines on you. Somewhere safe beyond the dark, golden hours before we fell apart. Old box underneath my bed, dust and words we never said. Shaking hands, I open up memories I can't interrupt. There we are in summer light, laughing like we own the night. Frozen smiles and fragile frames before we learned about goodbye and blame. Every color slowly turns to rust, like promises that turn to dust. These are fading Polaroids of us, moments wrapped in fragile trust. Every picture tells a lie of love that never thought to die. And now the edges curl and bend, like a story at its end. All that's left between that pull apart every corner of the heart. These are fading Polaroids of us, turning gold and turning rough. Every memory out of focus now. Still I don't know when or how we went from holding on so tight to strangers in the night. All that's left between the dust of fading Polaroids of us. If I could step inside that frame before we ever change, I'd hold you like the last goodbye before the colors learn to cry. Flash a light and then it's gone, but somehow I'm still holding on. These are fading Polaroids of us, every tear and every touch. Though the ink begins to blur, your shadow still occurs in every picture that I choose. There's a version I still lose. All that's left between the dust are fading Polaroids of us. I close the box and kill the light, but memories survive the night. In every frame I can't adjust, fading Polaroids of us. Soft rain on my window tonight, a tired moon fading out of sight. Your shadow lingers on my wall, like you never left at all. I found your picture in a drawer, perfume still whispers like before. Every word we never said keeps echoing inside my head. We were dancing on borrowed time, crossing every fragile line. These are midnight letters never sent, full of love and accident. Every tear between the lines, every almost every why. I still write your name in the dark on the pieces of my heart, but the truth is hard to face. Some words never find their place. Your coffee cup still on the shelf, like it's waiting by itself. I trace the silence in this room, where forever ended too soon. We were fire against the wind, holding on to what had been. These are midnight letters never sent, full of love and accident. Every tear between the lines, every almost every why. and fade with morning light. These are midnight letters never sent. All the love and what it meant. Every dream we left behind, frozen somewhere in my mind. I still hear you in the rain, calling softly through the pain. But the truth is what remains. Some words fall like silent rain. Soft rain on my window tonight. Your memory holding me tight. Midnight letters sealed in blue, still unwritten, still for you. Guitar strings still out of tune, dust floating in this empty room. Your voice lingers in the air, like you're almost standing there. We were writing something real. Every chord was how we feel. Half a verse and half a dream. Nothing's ever what it seems. We said we'd finish it someday, but someday slowly slipped away. This is the last song we never finished, hanging on a fragile sentence, melody without an end. Lovers more than just good friends. Every lyric left unsaid still keeps spinning in my head. Now that's all I'm living with, the last song we never finished. Your note lying on the floor, open like it wants some more. Ink that bled into the page, like love trapped inside a cage. We were harmony and flame. Now I only hear your name. This is the last song we never finished. Broken chords and faded wishes. Every promise in between. Everything we might have been. If I play it soft and slow, I can almost feel you close. But it ends before it lives, the last song we never finished. If I could find the missing line, the one that made your heart beat mine, maybe we'd still be in key instead of lost in memory. One more strum and then it fades, like the love we couldn't save. This is the last song we never finished. Echo dreams and distant limits. Every tear inside the rhyme, frozen somewhere out of time. Silence fills the room. I still play our broken tune, but it trembles as it ends. The last song we never finished. Guitar strings softly drift, carrying a final shift. Some songs don't get their wish. The last song we never finished. Waves are breathing in the dark. Moonlight paints a silver spark. Empty harbor, quiet sea. Just your ghost and me. Your laughter rides the midnight breeze, soft as whispers through the trees. Every tide that pulls away carries words we couldn't say. We were drifting far from shore, wanting something more. I'm sailing through silent memories across the sea of what used to be. Every star above the blue feels like it's leading me to you, but the wind won't change its course, and love has lost its force. Still I sail endlessly through silent memories. Your footprints fade along the sand, slipping slowly from my hand, like a boat without a guide, turning with the tide. We were anchored in a dream. Nothing's ever what it seems. I'm sailing through silent memories, chasing shadows on the sea. Every wave that hits my heart pulls the broken parts apart. Though the lighthouse still may shine, it doesn't make you mine. Still I sail endlessly through silent memories. If I could turn this boat around before our love began to drown, I'd fight the storm, I'd brave the night, just to keep you in my sight. But oceans don't return what's gone, they just carry on and on. I'm sailing through silent memories, lost between the deep and me. Every dream we left behind drifts like echoes in my mind. Though the shore is far away, I still search for yesterday, with a heart that won't break free, sailing through silent memories. Waves are breathing soft and slow. Moonlight fades, but I still know some loves never truly leave. They just sail inside of me. There's a silence in the room tonight, soft as shadows, dim as light. Every breath feels incomplete to the echoes of a quiet heartbeat. Your sweater hanging by the door, like you're walking like before. Dust is dancing in the air, but you're no longer there. We were closer than the rain, falling through an open pane. These are echoes of a quiet heartbeat, slow and breaking underneath. Every second without you feels too heavy to get through, like a rhythm out of time, missing half of every line. Still it plays on repeat, echoes of a quiet heartbeat. I still sleep on your side of the bed, with all the words we never said. The clock keeps ticking loud and deep, while I'm pretending I can sleep. We were fire in the cold, now just stories left untold. These are echoes of a quiet heartbeat, soft and shattered in defeat. Every memory replays in 1,000 different ways, like a song without a key, lost in silent melody. Still it pulls me to my feet, echoes of a quiet heartbeat. If I could turn the night around, I'd stop the silence from the sound and let your pulse meet mine again, instead of living in the end, in the hush before the dawn. I feel you though you're gone. These are echoes of a quiet heartbeat, still surviving in retreat. Every tear I try to hide falls in rhythm deep inside. Though the world moves at its speed, there's a space that still will bleed, and it won't accept defeat. echoes of a quiet heartbeat. Morning light through broken blinds leaves your ghost inside my mind, and every breath I softly keep echoes of a quiet heartbeat. Curtains moving in the night, silver shadows, pale moonlight, empty room, nowhere to go. Moonlight drifting through my window. Your side of the bed is cold. Stories that we never told. City sleeping far below, but my heart won't let you go. Every star outside my view shines like something I once knew. Moonlight drifting through my window, carrying whispers soft and low, like your voice from long ago, saying things I used to know. Every beam across the floor feels like you beside me more. But when morning starts to show, you're just moonlight letting go. Your photograph against the wall catches light and stars to fall. Shadows dancing in the blue, turning every thought to you. We were closer than the night, now we fade with morning light. Moonlight drifting through my window, touching places you don't know. Every memory in the glow moves so slow, so slow. I can almost feel your hand reaching out but never land. In this quiet undertow, you're just moonlight letting go. If I could freeze this fragile life, keep you here until daylight, I would hold the dark in place just to see your face. Silver falling on my skin, like the night you once were in. Moonlight drifting through my window still refuses to let go. Every dream I can't outgrow finds me in its undertow. Though the sky begins to fade and the stars slowly cascade, I'm still here beneath the glow of moonlight drifting through my window. Curtains moving soft and slow. Nighttime breeze and lets you go. But in the quiet afterglow, Moonlight stays to let me know. The sky was quiet, almost still. Clouds were resting on the hill. No warning in your eyes, just a storm in disguise. You said my name so tenderly, like it was the last time for me. Your fingers slipping from my hand, like waves retreating from the sand. We were standing face to face in love's most fragile place. It was soft thunder in your goodbye, no lightning, just a silent sky. But it shook me to my core, like nothing ever did before. No screaming, no shattered glass, just a moment that couldn't last. And the calm that followed through was louder than I ever knew. Your suitcase waiting by the door, like it had known before that forever isn't loud. Sometimes it hides beneath a cloud. We were holding broken air, pretending hope was still there. It was soft thunder in your goodbye, a gentle storm behind your eyes. No heavy rain to wash away the words you couldn't say, just a whisper cutting deep, promises we couldn't keep, and the silence ringing through like a truth we always knew. If love had only screamed and cried, maybe I'd have fought the tide. But you let go so peacefully and left the war inside of me. Now every time the sky turns gray, I hear the way you walked away. It was soft thunder in your goodbye, a quiet end beneath the sky. No broken walls, no falling rain, just a slow and steady pain. Now every storm that passes by carries echoes of that night, and I'm still standing where you stood in the calm after you. The sky is clear, but I still feel a distant rumble, cold and real. Not every storm is wild and loud. Some just hide behind a cloud. Raindrops fading from the air, silver light everywhere. Clouds are drifting slow again under a velvet sky. We were standing in between what we lost and what could be. Under a velvet sky, after the rain, I still feel you in the quiet pain, like a whisper through the blue. Every drop still falls for you. In the silence we remain, soft as shadows on the lane. Hearts don't heal the same again. Under a velvet sky, after the rain. Windows glow in amber hues. Every color feels like you. Thunder sleeps beyond the hills, but in my chest it lingers still. We were holding fragile dreams,